Hello there everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Laramie. Last episode we successfully and diplomatically avoided confrontation with a manticore and went on our merry way towards a dwarven excavation site. What happened there was quite painful, to say the least. But yeah, you will have to stay tuned to find out why. But yeah, let's get started. I wanna start with those. So I'm gonna do that. Obviously, since they are grey, I'm gonna use for those once again the Gravelord grey, because, well, they are pillars. What else is there, color-wise? I will add a little bit of detail with the rings down here, but I will get to that later. First, let's grey it up. Arriving at the excavation site, the group is greeted by two dwarfs named Deslin and Norbis. Judging by their attire, they must be the miners of this place. If you came here for treasures, I'm afraid you are a bit too late. This place belongs to us. Worry not, we were sent by the mayor of Fendelin to warn you about a dragon that is currently terrorizing the region. A dragon, you say? My, if only we could go into the ruins to hide. But alas, there's a little problem in there. So, because those were dwarven ruins, I'm gonna go ahead and give them some nice shiny gold. I hope it's shiny. I don't know. I haven't used Army Painter Metallics yet. I have no idea what they will actually look like, but I'm gonna assume at least good, I guess. Let's hope. You see, just yesterday we got attacked too. We were happily digging in that cave right there when I suddenly felt something glibbery, but at the same time tingly, creeping up my leg. We are no fighters, so we instantly scrambled. Couldn't even see what exactly it was that crept up on us, but whatever it was must still be in there, lurking, waiting. Alright, so where? Oh, this is most certainly not dry enough yet for dry brushing, so... Okay, while we wait for that, I guess I will have to start with those. And for those, I will actually be using multiple colors. The ones we encountered during our adventures were purple, so 2 of them will be purple. I know, your mission is just to warn us, but if you could help us make these caverns safe again, we could offer you a little something to make it worth your while. And Deslin pulls out 2 identical looking stones. These are sending stones. They allow you to communicate with someone from literally everywhere. Thinking, what could possibly go wrong? Sounds just like a little slime infestation. They joyfully agree. Now the pillars should be dry enough to go over them again. So, what do you beauties look like right now? Oh yeah, good enough. So, I have here this beautiful giant dry brush with a giant piece of white color tube. However, don't you guys dare to take anything else out of there. This excavation is our livelihood. Suddenly, the otherwise silent other dwarf, Norbis, starts mumbling. And what exactly do you expect them to find? All the obvious paths are caved in. Shush! Don't tell them about that. Anyway, we got attacked in the big main hall, just down the entrance hallway. Can't really miss it. Stay safe. The others will be what was basically the default color that they're usually supposed to be based on the rulebook. So I'm gonna also put 2 ochre-like jellies, not 2, the rest of them, so 3 in there. But since I have actually no real idea what actually ochre is, I asked around and I was told that I should just mix these two. Mostly this and a little bit of this added in there to, with a little bit of luck, get the right color. So I guess that's what I'm going to try. So the group heads into the mountain. To the left, a small little caved-in pathway, and ahead a decently sized great hall. That hall must be where the attack happened. So Flynn and Zarat use their dark vision to investigate from the entrance. As expected, they spot two little slimy blobs on the ceiling, pretty much waiting to ambush some unexpected prey. The group goes into positions, tightens their bows and are ready for a first strike. And now comes the fun part. It's boning time. Yeah. The best part. This time I will not go with the pellet bone that I'm used to bone around. No, this time I'm gonna use the bony matter. Out of 4 shots, only 1 hit its mark. And things will only go further south from here. Zarat switches into bear form, preparing to tank some hits. Flynn, currently still out of melee range, goes for another crossbow shot, but misses once again. Oh dear, the same story. Laurel, however, lands a hit with his greatsword, and so the madness begins. The weird oozes suddenly multiplied, and almost no one really understands why. I feel like I'm done. Oh no, wait, oh, the bases! How could I forget? But well, it's pretty obvious what the bases are gonna be. Because I most certainly won't gonna turn them into the sand golem colors that I did with the mimics, I think, was the last time I used it, yeah. Because it would just look way too similar. So, obviously, there's only one possible choice. Yeah. What else? Lo and behold, Zarat got into melee range and goes for a good grand slash, multiplying the oozes even further. Hoping to thin out those numbers a bit again, Flynn enters melee range to hopefully double step one ooze down. Luckily he actually succeeded, but not long after, Laurel once again multiplies yet another ooze. Oh dear at this point already accepted his fate as a full-time healer for this encounter. I'm still trying to think about whether or not I wanna dry brush the slimes, cause I don't know. I feel like it would look weird, but at the same time I'm curious what it would look like. Maybe I will do it with a pile of poop for testes. Flynn, now currently in melee range, of course gets the full front of angry slimy vengeance and gets completely knocked out. He is now on death's door. Meanwhile, Laurel gets the same treatment, just with a bit more hit points remaining. Laurel, instead of attacking, tries to save Flynn by moving him out of the front line, while Zarat lets out one final slash before realization finally kicks in for everyone in the group. Slime and slashing damage equals 2 slimes. With the tinier dry brush, because I feel like that would be a bit overkill. Like, he is literally the size of the brush basically. Thankfully, the oozes are probably one of the slowest creatures in the universe, so the group had time to stabilize for a second before rethinking their strategy. Except for Laurel, who was still on the front line and now one saving throw away from permanent death. Zarat jumps in to protect him, while oh dear moves Laurel out of the way. And while Zarat is taking a fatal hit for that, his druidism luckily comes in handy, for he only returns to his tiefling form instead of dying. While we did eventually manage to stabilize from there, due to this being like 8 months in the past now, I sadly am currently unable to fully replicate the full fight. But we did eventually emerge victorious, though we all probably lost a good few years of our actual lifetime due to the stress. No, I think I prefer them this way. It's close, but better not. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. This excavation adventure will continue in the next episode because I wanted to put a bit more emphasis on this fight because it was really damn friggin' close to a complete party wipe. But yeah, if I now finish this adventure, this excavation adventure within this episode, it will be like I don't know, half an hour long or something. So I have to cut it short here. Anyway, I like how the slimes turned out, or the oozes, or the jellies. I have no idea what their official name was. And yeah, other than that, see you guys probably next time. Adios. I printed these like, I don't know, what feels like 4 months ago, and they're still freaking leaking resin. Like they're basically the whole time they stand like this, with the holes downwards. They're still leaking this stuff. How? Isn't this a beautiful family photo? And let's put a little poop somewhere over there. No one likes to hang out with him.